Good morning, students. This is the video of class 7 subject science. So, in the previous videos, we had started the chapter number 4, that is the heat and temperature. So over there we had seen that how we can measure the hotness or the coldness of a that means material, and we had seen that from the temperature scale we can measure those things. So we had read in the previous one, that is the Celsius one, Celsius scale we had read Fahrenheit, we had read the Kelvin scale, we had read the up to the Kelvin scale we had read, and we had also converted, that means we had also shown the relationship between the Celsius and the Fahrenheit. So in this video we are going to read about the thermometers, as we had already read in the first video that thermometers are the instrument that just measure the temperature. So let's read what is about the thermometer, what type of thermometers are there. We measure temperature with an instrument called the thermometer. That means thermometer is the instrument that we measure the temperature, that we measure the heat, the hotness or the coldness of a body. There are three commonly used thermometers, that is the clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and the digital thermometer. So from the name only we can identify that if it is written the clinical thermometer, that means this thermometer is just used in the clinics only. That means for the patients it is being used. It is the name is also given the clinical thermometer. The next one is the laboratory thermometer. That means this thermometer is used in the laboratory, either it is biology, either it is physics, or either it is chemistry. It is the laboratory thermometer is used to measure the heatness or the coldness of the material. The last one is the digital thermometer. So digital means what? Digital means we can say the upgraded one, that means the new version one, or maybe it is showing the numeric one. So maybe we are just assuming over here, after that we will just read that digital is the upgraded version of the clinical and the laboratory thermometer. So let's start with our new one, that is the clinical thermometer. So clinical thermometer is also called medical thermometer, as I had told you all that these things are used in the medical purpose. So it is used for the measuring of the temperature of the human body. It was invented by Sir Thomas Albert in 1866. So it was invented by the Sir Thomas Albert in 1866. This thermometer has a long, narrow tube, uniform glass tube with a bulb at one end containing the mercury. That means this portion they are telling that in this portion it is known as bulb. So in this bulb it is having a liquid. So that liquid is the mercury. There is a small shining thread of a mercury. So this one is the only, that means mercury is the only metal that is present in the liquid form. So it is present in the inside the bulb, and it is also told that the mercury is having a shining thread. So here is having, there is a thread, and it is outside the bulb. That means this is this one is the bulb. So outside the bulb there is the thread is there. A kink or bent is present just above the mercury bulb. So you can see this, sorry, you all can see this portion, the kink one. So it is to in the book it is written that just after the, just above the bulb there is a kink. So kink is present over here. A kink is bent, a kink or bent, it can be also called as bent, is present just above the mercury bulb. On holding the thermometer under the tongue or under the armpit of a person, the mercury in the bulb expand and rises into the thread due to the body heat. So whenever uh, this bulb this bulb is just put under the underarm or in the mouth of a human being, so what will happen, the mercury will just expand in this thread, and the more they will expand, we can just see the temperature from here, that it is what is the, that means accurate temperature of that one. When the thermometer is taken out of the mouth, the mercury in the bulb contract. That means when this bulb is taken out, at that time the mercury get contract and they expand. The kink prevent immediate backflow of the mercury from the tube to the bulb. Thus it allow us to read the temperature conveniently. So when we just put this one, the bulb, so after that one, just this kink do not allow the mercury to backflow, so that we can read the reading of the thermometer. If the thermometer is to be used again, it is first given to jerk to bring the mercury in the thread back into the bulb. That means if I am just calculating my temperature, if I am just seeing my temperature, the body heat, so if you will also tell, sir, I also want to just check my body temperature, so on that case we have to jerk that mercury, jerk that instrument, so that the mercury will again be they can again be back to their bulb. After that we can check. Here some normal body temperature is also given. The normal body temperature in the centigrade, it is 37 degree, and in the Fahrenheit it is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so if the body temperature of a person exceeds, so that means they are having the fever, or they are having the, that means the body temperature rises and they are having some problem in their body. But this normal body temperature may vary from person to person, because in our body there is a flow of the blood. So according to their work, according to their working of their body, the body temperature is just calculated. So in Fahrenheit, that means some ranges are also given. What is the normal ranges on that one? However, the human body temperature does not go below 35 centigrade or above 42 centigrade. That means this is the that means this is the uh, range from 35 to 42. That means they will nobody will exit from this one, or nobody will go below from this one. Therefore a clinical thermometer has a range from 35 to 42 degree. So in Fahrenheit clinical thermometer, which is commonly used, temperature ranges is from 94 to 108 degree Fahrenheit. So here we are calculating with the Fahrenheit, but generally in the digital thermometer we just use with the Fahrenheit, so we can just get the accurate one. So here is some caution given to us. Estimating fever without a thermometer is not right to do. It might mislead us. Everyone hand and forehead are likely to be different temperature due to flow of blood. It is advisable to use a correct thermometer for accurate temperature reading. Just before few seconds I had told you all just that everybody's, the flow of blood is different, the range is different, so the heat will vary from person to person. So it is advisable to use a correct thermometer for the accurate reading. So here some points are given that how we can use the clinical thermometer. So just in short I am telling you all. First, if the thermometer is there, so what we have to do, we have to jerk it. That means we can just jerk the thermometer so that the mercury will just go in the bulb part. So after that we can put this one into the mouth or into the underarm. So after putting that one for 1 to 2 minutes, we just take that one and we just put that one just horizontally. So when we will put horizontally, we can see the correct reading of that one. So when we have completed, that means the reading, when we have seen the reading, after that one we need to clean that bulb with the running water or with the antiseptic, so there should not be any problem. So I've just told you in short. Now see how they have told you all to use the clinical thermometer. What are the precautions here? The precautions are written. Precautions should be taken. Wash the thermometer before and after use with clean water or preferable with an antiseptic solution. So whatever I've told you all, that to clean the thermometer, give 2 to 3 firm jerks so that the mercury column falls to 35 degrees Celsius. So I have also told you all to jerk the thermometer. Place the bulb of the thermometer under the tongue close to your mouth gently so that we can read the temperature. Now here, after 2 minutes, take out the thermometer from the mouth. Holding the thermometer horizontally, never hold it from its tube. Rotate it slowly till the position come when a magnified view at the mercury thread in the tube is seen. That means hold the thermometer horizontally. That means you can see in this diagram they are just showing it in the horizontal position, so we can't show you in the vertical position, or else the mercury will fall down. So it is also told that, just you can see the diagram 4.4. here you can see it's first it is jerking. After jerking, they are putting under the underarm, and after the underarm they are just leaving it for 1 to 2 minutes. After that one, we are just reading over here, and that thermometer, that means we should not touch the bulb part, we should not hold the bulb part, we should hold the end part, the other part, and we have to keep it in the horizontal position, and then we have to see the reading. So some caution is also given. Clinical thermometer should not be used to measuring the temperature of any object other than the human body. Also it should not be kept in the sun or near the flame, it may damage the instrument. That means it is just made for the human beings, not for the any other. So you may see that in one advertisement in the TV also, that there was shown that there is one man that he was just putting the clinical thermometer in the tea, and he is showing that this is my body temperature. So like this it is not advised to do, because maybe it can hamper the thermometer.